Hi everyone, welcome to Building Public with Natively. So today we have Christians here today with us. So like he has a dating app idea, which he will talk more about that himself. But yeah, like so he was kind of like trying to build that app, and then he told me, that, okay, if I can build that together with him, just like to see how I prompt, how I kind of approach some errors or like issues, how actually I just approach in general, like how do I build mobile apps. So, and we thought that why not record this, and then this could be a good marketing for Christian, that he can like potentially get some users, but also this could
Mhm.
be learning for others. This might go a bit longer than like usual videos. So if you can guys bear with us and then like see how we're prompting, how we're building the app, that would be amazing. But Christian, if you can shortly introduce yourself and then tell us about your idea, and then we can start building.
So my name is Christian. I've dabbled around with building apps. I actually had a small team in the past where we built a couple of apps with vibe coding. Considering I'm not a developer, work in product, I'm not a developer. I figured, I'll just try it myself. And the thought really was to build something around the current ecosystem of dating apps where users are actually encouraged to leverage any feature without having to be paid for those features. Obviously, there's a monetization aspect to it, but the monetization really should only be if you want to use, if you're happy with the app and you want to continue using it. So what I mean by that is that any of the features in the app are free. Any of the features that other apps charge a premium for are included at no charge. However, what happens is that the first 10 matches are free with the ability to chat. But once you reach 10, then you buy packages of chats. Basically, the features, they all lock up after you have 10 matches and 10 chats started, and then you can buy packages of 10 or 20 chats, being able to use all of the features of the app without being charged for, other than the package of chats. If you want to skip a month, 2 month, 3 month, right, there's no inactivity fee, there's no monthly fee. It's just that when you want to use it again, that's when you get charged.
Okay, perfect. So let's start building that then. Let me
Cool.
share. Okay. And so I'm building this from my account, but then I will share the ownership to Christian. So he'll own the project and everything else. And then I will just like remove myself as the owner of the project. But what really like nice job that Christian did, he actually, prepare the product requirement plan. And, so we can go through it together, like Christian, to see, like should we approach this one? Let me make it a bit bigger. So I think this
Mm.
part is not needed for us. So let's just, color this rate. Okay, monetization is not needed yet for us as well. So let's just like, rate. Connection paths. So, okay, this is important. So let's make it green so that we'll use this for our prompt. Maybe let me use something different, like highlighted. Uh, so this is like actually, so this is like how a connection will happen. It's either through discovery, like you just swiped, or it's actually, based on some activity, like vibe based. So this is important. And then the infrastructure, this is not important for now. Let's just color this rate. This is important, like what users should give the information. Uh, so yeah, this is actually something that like when you're building a mobile app, if you have this document, where like you're putting your thoughts in, and then you can actually, before prompting, you just go through this list. That's a very good one. So the discovery also, okay. This is okay. Up to 6 photos is standard. Okay, special action, filtering. Okay, filtering. Okay, this might we might need this filtering part. Vibes. Okay, there's two options. Uh, Option A, where's okay, discovery. Okay, let me just delete. Okay, let me just like delete this for now.
Sure.
Like we have two options. A is discovery, and then okay, this is how it works.
Yeah, and okay, sure. I
Yep.
have like the other app, right? I have the animation that I walked you through as far as how that works. It's just described here, but I do have an animation also I can share.
Okay. Can you share that? Yeah, that would be nice.
Um, y- yeah, I would have to record that animation, but it's in the other app that I built, right? Where is the
It's
bubbles
okay.
at the bottom?
Like we can copy that later on. But
Just the screenshot or
no, like we can just like put the screenshots later. But let me delete these things for now,
okay, yeah.
so that we just have okay vibe. Functionality, okay, page nearby filter, okay, this ABC, okay.
So basically, A, B, C, D, E represents the tabs at the bottom, right? The first tab is the Discovery tab, the second tab is the Vibes tab, and so forth.
Okay. I see. I see. Okay. Okay. So what I would do simply, actually, what we need is we just need this. This is the first prompt like we'll use. Okay, let's just start with this one first. Let's go to natively. I will say me a dating app. Let me copy paste this prompt, which
The only thing I'd say on Discovery, even though here it says like swipe style browsing and matching, but the interaction is different, right? There is no swiping on this one. It's the other mechanism that are detailed. So it's what I tried to say here is like kind of like your typical as far as like dating app where you can like dislike, but the mechanism to do so is not a swipe. It's different. That's what's described there, right? With the if you go back in the document, it goes to on the interactions right here. The instead of swiping or tapping, where's the second bullet point?
yeah, here.
Yeah, it does that.
Okay, but so like you wanna do this logic of like 1 to 10, yeah, not the swiping one as you showed.
Correct, exactly. Yeah. So that's what the other app that I showed you as far as where the user clicks on the bubbles, right? They kind of like fill up, and basically any bubble click from 1 to 6 is like a no, and any bubble click from 7 to 10 is like a yes. But it also captures the value on the back end, because for later matching algorithms, so people like with similar kind of like numbers are grouped together loosely.
Okay. Got it. And then for the option B, this
Hmm.
is logic. Okay, this is the logic.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Logic for vibe. Okay, okay, it's fine. So swipe styling browsing. Okay, let me actually insert this already here. Um, but what is it? An X here means?
X means like a no, like like when you left swipe or you say no or X. That's what it means. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's just like go with this one. Okay, these two prompts because
Sure.
this other ones are more about the designing.
Right.
Um,
Right.
okay, let's just say that this should be something. Okay, discovery. It will be that users interact with number bubbles.
Hmm.
Uh, so it's like okay. Oh no. Okay, give it a go. Oh my god. Yeah, I have to be careful with that here. If,
I've
if
done this a couple of times too.
yeah, I mean one prompt is wasted already. Okay, build me a dating app that has two separate ways people meet. Discovery one, okay. That has two ways, and then here, yeah, this video is gonna be a bit long, but yeah, if you guys want to learn something, so you can stay around, but otherwise, feel free to not watch this at all. Um, so instead of swiping and tapping, this likes users to interact with numbers. Yeah, this is this. Okay, and then we go back to the vibe. So what's the logic? We create a public vibe, events, hangout, allow user.
So this is basically let's say if you're traveling somewhere, you're somewhere, you just want to go watch a movie, eat dinner, whatever it is, right? You can create something, and other people can see that vibe, and they can request to join, and then on the screen you can see everybody who joined, and you can accept or decline people to join you.
But then this is more like couch surfing, like where, for example, you're saying, hey, I'm going to like go for a walk, I'm going to go for a beer, and then people could join you. But here, this is more like, I mean, but then there could be more people joining them, or like you really want to go for a
Well, it
date.
depends. Depends. Let's say, for instance, you want to go watch a movie with just one person, right? People can all like request to join, but you may only accept one person because you just want to go watch with one person, and you can also put that in the description. Or let's say you want to go play pickleball, and whatever 8, 9, 10 people want to join, you can all like accept them, and you can all kind of meet for that. So it really depends on the actual vibe, what it is. It could be just you're just looking for one person. It could be that you're looking for more than one person.
Okay, so it's like, okay, user creates a public event. Okay, let me actually just do it here. So a user is making a public event or hangout, and then others can request join,
Hmm.
then if the user kind of creator is accepting,
Well,
then
yeah, or declining. Yeah, right.
there's a match. Then there's a match. Um, Either group or individual
Hmm.
match. That's it, like this. Okay, okay. So let's just give the okay. I just no need for ChatGPT. I'm gonna do it myself. Nice. Okay, so let's give it a go. I hope this
Oh.
is enough, but let's see what it does.
Hmm.
Because kind of for me, I always like go with one sentence prompt, but but here, for example, like we really know what we are, like want to build, so it's better to give some explanation. But also here, what really matters is just to be clear and then like to explain the process a bit logical because sometimes some of like our users they're sending me their prompts and I'm lost. Like okay, if me as a human I'm lost, then how do you kind of like
Right.
and how AI will kind of like react to some prompts, So it's really because sometimes I feel that AI is smart, but it's not very smart as we, kind of think, oh,
Hmm.
this there should be a dot or comma.
Yeah, and I guess you'd say also is like it's better to kind of start. I mean, let's say if it has like 20 different things, don't put all 20 things in the prompt, right? Just like
Yeah,
put one or
exactly.
two, and then keep on building on that.
Yeah, because what happens, for example, like here, like, we can actually, if we copy paste this whole thing, then this would just, become so confused because here, for example, we just took like this, like 3 points, because these things are actually, like later on, this is more about design and, like actually
Design.
like, play around with it, do different things. And so
Mm,
like the letter things, you just want to get the first version, okay, the first MVP, and then you want to add on because like you don't want to, complicate the AI, from the first go because you didn't want to like you really want to see the first simple version and then go
mm,
build on the top
got
of it. For example, this like login part or like this like like multi kind of the choices and all these things. These are like for like later on. Like once you have the onboarding, you can actually
mhm,
add this. But we have also like login. This will be added next one. So because like sometimes you just like make a prompt which includes everything and then it crashes because like you
got it.
want to tackle the back end, the front end, and then things are going around.
The other question I have is like, I mean, so I mean, I guess in my world, right, typically, like defining like the overall structure and all the different components is important, I guess, for my engineers typically to build like the correct from the get-go architecture and how that scales. Same from a design perspective, right? So by you saying it's still better to start with some and keep on adding to it, and I guess it's different than with AI because from right, if I speak to engineers, they would prefer to know kind of like the ultimate as far as what it is, so they could from the get go and understand as far as how to architect everything, how it works together, rather than like keep on adding. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's
Like this, like this actually kind of like works similar, to AI. But what happens, for example, this AI is actually a builder AI. What it means is, for example, like when you're giving the prompt, you actually, kind of like want to go and do it, kind of like do all of them, So it will
mm,
not actually think and then kind of like do the steps. It will think, like to do the steps logically. But sometimes, for example, what happens is that, it actually, goes and it starts doing everything and it's kind of like messes up everything, because of course it's
gotcha.
nice for overview of the project, like what you want to build, the backend, the database, the front end, the
Mm,
design section. But then, for example, like when you're prompting, like when you're building, you really have to understand, well, like, what's your MVP, like what's your start point,
mm,
because like you cannot, for example, even if you give, like the developer the project, they will first think, okay, should we build a backend or should we like build a front end first? So they will start from somewhere. So that's why here with the prompting, it's like more about where do you want to start with, So like you really want to start with something simple and
mhm,
also that is more clear because if you give the whole project, then AI will just take 1 hour and then build you something that you didn't want to, because it's kind of like did
gotcha.
everything. So yeah, that's why kind of like we're also like thinking, how to make the AI to actually first analyze and then build because like tools are actually like dull tools, like they just go on into action.
Mm,
Uh,
mhm,
so this is a bit of kind of like different, yeah, like approach that is happening here. But
right. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I'm assuming once AI becomes smarter,
yeah,
it has the ability to kind of separate as far as architecture and overview from like incremental build. But yeah,
because
got it.
also what happens sometimes, like you're talking and you're saying that, oh my God, like you didn't do what I wanted, like you're so stupid, you're like you don't listen to me. And then what happens? Panicking actually, it happens, AI is panicking and then it is stressed out, and then it's messes up everything because first of all, it just overreact and it
Yeah.
goes to the database, it goes through everything, and then it just like kind of crashes everything because it assumes that everything is not working. But
Mm,
it very specific. Oh my god, I don't like this design. This is specific part. Okay, I understand this is not working. But when you're
gotta get
talking,
it.
it's like yeah. I mean, it's hard to notice it as a user, but if you spend more time with AI, you just feel that okay, there is
Got it.
something, there's some emotions there as well.
Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
I definitely have done that before when I get frustrated.
yeah, so it happens a lot. Okay, so we have this basic design here. Um, let's go through this. Okay, the functionalities. Okay. Okay, so we need. Okay, this is not like functionality. Okay, so like this is more, for example. Okay, let's just like make a new thing. So we just need five tabs. Yeah, in general,
Yeah.
five tabs. Discovery one,
Yep.
vibe. What is the other one? Is
Likes, chat, and profile.
likes, chat, and profile. So kind of like here, you see this like functionality. This here, for example, we assume that yeah, this means the tabs, but actually functionality is different. It's more
Right, right.
about like how the match is happening. So even like sometimes, I know that like, to vibe code, you assume that you don't need to know anything, but also vibe coding has a learning curve. And the more you vibe code, the more of a developer you become. So you just
Mm.
like, like what words to use, what things and not on this one. So this yeah, like very interesting journey with vibe coding. So it's okay, this is done, but let's do one thing, we just give here. So we want our app to have these tabs. So yeah, five tabs, discovery. Um, we want these five tabs. Let's see. It's updating. Actually, yeah, I'm not recording today on my phone, so let me use the Xpogo. See the app.
Mm.
Loading, load. Nice. Okay, I see it. It's here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I can see it. But okay, let me say we want our app to have these five tabs. Um, for now, yeah. So please add uh likes and chat. Okay, let me just give it a go.
Mhm.
And let what it does. But how is like your overall feeling with vibe coding, Christian?
I feel like simple functionality and simple things are okay. I've tried to use a couple of different. I use a bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
Overall, but the one thing that I like about yours is the fact that it kind of can compile to the Google Play Store and the App Store. Overall, I felt like I had less issues
Mhm.
on your side than on some of the other tools that I used. But I feel like once it gets into a spot where it's running into problems, it's hard to back out. And I
Yeah.
feel like the best way, which I guess I've learned over time, is just to revert back to a prior version
Yeah. Yeah.
and try
Yeah.
prompting differently. Because once I start prompting and keep on going and going, it just goes in a loop and it just never solves things. So I think it's better to just back out and just restart from an earlier version.
Yeah. Yeah. But also like for me it happens as well, sometimes I want to fix something and it doesn't fix, and then I just have to think about how to really talk to,
Mm,
because it's really kind of like a learning curve, and kind of like building mobile apps is very it's it's way difficult than like web apps, and like landing pages, because it has like different functionalities and the way they work is like very unique.
What
But
what Yeah, what's frustrating is some of those things, like for instance, when let's say for instance there's a couple of icons that I'm missing and putting a question mark instead of the icon, right? And
yeah,
I'm asking it to use particular libraries. And then it says, no, it fixed it. There's no more question marks. And then suddenly it's like, oh no, it doesn't work. Maybe the name is incorrect in the library. I need to update the names of the icons or whatnot. Um, and it just tries to keep on going and going and going and says, okay, I fixed it. Now it looks correct. And yet still question mark instead of the icon, it says something must be wrong in the file somewhere.
yeah.
And then
I,
I don't really know what to do.
Actually, like I got a prompt for that, so I really hope that like we'll face with that situation here. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like record the 2-3 hour video, long one, where I will try, to face with all the possible errors, and then how I will prompt them and how I will fix
Yeah,
them,
that's cool.
so
Yeah.
that like everyone it will have this like breakdown of, and just go
Mm,
up, and you can see that, okay, this error is in here, like a timestamp. But also like what really works is that, prompt and screenshot, like if you attach a screenshot and then a prompt, it works much better.
I do try to do that. Yeah, when there's something wrong or something different, I try to put a screenshot and say this is, and sometimes also highlight as far as this is the thing that is wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
it does work better.
Now, like we have one issue here is that, for example, you see that like the numbers are overlapping with the tab, and then like when I'm clicking, for example, 10, it goes to
Hmm.
profile in. So, and it doesn't let me
Mm,
enter 10. So, this is
I see.
interesting. But okay, let's see this. Okay, we have tabs, but they're so close to each other.
I had that one time too, and it's okay. I prompted, to space it out across the bottom of the app, and that worked fine.
But
But that's okay for now. I mean, that's no big deal. I think that's something, later on we can just spread the footer. I mean, the bar, and also ask it to have it more kind of like using like
liquid glass.
the liquid glass kind of style where it kind of overlays it. So it did fix that.
Yeah, but also kind of like it's fine on mobile version. So that's why like it's better to check it always on Expo Go to see how
I see.
on mobile version. Okay, we got something. Okay, interesting. Okay, okay, this is okay. Let's see that we are good with this far. So we did the simple, and then let's go back here. So let's do the backend. Um,
Hmm.
so what we did so far is that we did the steps. Let's see. Discovery, vibe. We did the tabs.
Hmm.
Then now we are doing the login part and backend. So let me actually connect. So I'm gonna connect this with the Supabase. So this is our backend. But yeah, like when I give this project to Christian back because he's the owner, then he will need to connect his Supabase.
Mm.
Okay. Um, let's authorize. Yeah, I just let natively build a database. But also the thing is that like, you have to build a database as soon as possible, after the first and second prompt, because lots of
Hmm.
functionality are actually like belonging to the Supabase. So, and I don't have enough space, so I'm not gonna create a new project. I'm gonna connect with Networkify. Networkify, yeah, okay, let's do it. I hope it will not mess up things. Let me check the couple calendar. Okay, this is too many tables. Okay, so I have connect this one. So I'm gonna say that build me. Okay, this my next prompt is connect.
So for the login, I would like it to be I know it can SMS and like the social logins, right? Like Apple
Okay,
login and Gmail login.
is on
Yeah,
build
I
build.
would prefer people not to just come up with an email and password. I think SMS based as well as Apple and Gmail.
Okay, do we have it here somewhere?
I think I have it. Yeah, somewhere it should be there. Let's see. I mean, I can look at the document too, but I
Yeah,
think I'm in there.
it's here. It's here. It's here. It's here.
Yeah. You can disregard the Facebook login.
Okay, so Google SMS. Okay. We need one more thing. Is that uh so for the authentication, should we want SMS Google options uh to sign up and sign in. Okay, let's how efficient. And then let me put this one because we just need sign up. For sign up, we need this info as onboarding process. Let me process onboarding questions. Let me give it a go. Yep. No. Okay, let's give it a go. Let's hope. Yeah. Let's see how it does. But like Christians, what do you do on your like daily life? Are you working, building? Yeah. Like what do you do?
I work in fintech, so basically I lead like a product team around building products that serves banks and merchants, advertisers.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I mean it's exciting. I worked in product now for the last, I want to say, like 15 years. Anything from social media to marketing, mostly B2B software.
And kind of like how do you see, the change in the product space or like technology now because of AI and other kind of new innovations? Like are you
I
seeing
mean, I'm optimizing as far as how much AI I use. I mean, many of the stuff, is like requirement write-ups, or just refining value proposition, documentation, even at times like help brainstorm as far as on like adjacent ideas. I try to use AI as much as I can to streamline some of the processes that were like very lengthy and manual. Yeah, the same thing as far as the engineers, right, in my company and whatnot. Designers also start using AI. I think that generally speaking, it's a lot has become a lot more efficient.
Yeah. But kind of like, do you feel that we'll have less or more jobs because of AI? This is kind of the trendy question now for some years.
Yeah, I mean, I have a very maybe a polarizing view on that, but I do think that over the next 2 to 5 years, it'll definitely be a lot less. I mean, I think at some point there'll still be. I feel like some of the senior positions that will be, but I think like all of the entry level ones. I don't think that they'll give another couple, 2, 3, 4 years with advances in AI. I think that many of the entry level, be it in design, development, product, business analysts, those are all just, I think, can be augmented. So instead of having like 5 product managers, maybe you have 2. Eventually, over time, they may even go away as well, right? But yeah,
That's true, actually. Yeah. Hell, but I feel that like there will be more jobs. I don't know why.
you think there will be more jobs?
I think kind of like there will be more jobs because there are like new, like more possibilities. Imagine, for example, like I think that let's say like like with natively, yeah. Now, I mean, everyone at some point can become a, like mobile app developer, but in the past, like you need to study computer science, software development, and this and that. I feel that, yeah, like with every technology, there's more opportunity, but also there's more lots of new spaces, like new technologies, new areas which are coming
Hmm.
up. So I feel that there should be more jobs. I know that, for example, now, okay, this might be like cliche type of mindset, but with every technology, there was this like huge wave of things are changing, but then you saw that like every technology is bringing new opportunities. For example, I was talking with a friend, like like we were thinking about like having cars, would just like make things easier, and then there would be like less of transportation. But we see that now we have cars, we just like have more transportation than
Mm.
the past, So I think, yeah, like I believe, yeah, like gut feeling is saying that there will be more jobs, but what kind of jobs? I don't know.
I mean,
Um,
I think, well, in some ways, I think that you're not wrong. I mean, every time there is a shift in the industry,
yeah,
there's more of something new and less of something old.
yeah,
But I do think that there is more potential for eliminating the bulk of what exists, and I don't think that there's as many new things like that. I mean, we'll see, right? I mean, you're right. I mean, right now there is in vibe coding, whatnot, more people that can do their own thing. Does that mean more jobs, or does it just mean more people being able to build something on their own?
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, do you need to have a team of like 20 people now to build your own app? Maybe not, right? Maybe you only need a few people. I don't know. I think that overall, I think there's more potential for disruption than addition, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
For sure, every time there's something new, yeah, there's new jobs in something. I mean, when the internet came about, a lot more engineering jobs.
Yeah.
Sure.
So like, yeah, but still, kind of like we're super early in this, AI
Yeah.
era. Like it feels that like we're all these 4 years into it, but still it's too early.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had 14 tables, if I remember correctly. Now we have 22. So we added 8 new tables. I hope my mathematics is good. So we have here like vibes, vibe request, user rating, user photo, user favorites. And then we also have the dating users. So yeah, like for
Mm,
me, I have other apps built with the same project, so it's a bit messy. But yeah, we have a new tables here.
mm.
So I'm just like, like I never done, the login with Google, Apple, and SMS. So I really don't know, do we need the API for those ones or not? So that's
Mm.
why
I think the
really,
reason for us for Apple is because I think that for apps in Apple that require subscription, I think isn't it a mandatory requirement to have the ability to log in with Apple?
yeah, there is. But it should be like, do they need an iOS? But let's see. Yeah, this is a challenge to navigate together. But this is like something like, for example, with a vibe coder, you actually assume that everything will be just built, but you don't know that. Okay, actually, for example, like being able to sign up with Google, like maybe like you need to integrate with Google or like doing something. These are all things that actually pops up, as a question.
Right.
Okay. Oh, Google Cloud Console setup. Wow. Yeah. we need to use some stuff. Let me see if the app is showing on my mobile. It's white
Mhm.
here. Uh,
I forgot when we built an app before, we integrated with a mobile solution, but it wasn't Twilio, it was something else.
Yeah.
Can't remember. It was it was less expensive. Twilio is quite expensive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an error on my phone. Yeah, because it's like Google login is the issue. Cannot be fine verified on the switches. Okay. Okay, let me airdrop the issue here. Okay, so yeah, I have an error for the Google
Mm,
part. So let me see, please. Um, fix this. Yep, because maybe we just need the API key for the Google and all these things. Yeah, because that's
mm.
was it was mentioning.
It didn't give you an error for the iOS login or the SMS, just for
Uh,
Google.
no, actually, like it's kind of gave me an error for Expo Go. So in
Mm,
general, yeah.
I see.
Update. Yeah, like we just like need to take some information from yeah, from Google Console and also update. Okay. But yeah, like, I don't know coding myself, so I just like a screenshot. I ask, I do
Mm,
do things, but also for me, it's like Google, YouTube, and then ChatGPT, and then ask my team.
mhm. I mean, I work with a lot of engineers. Obviously, I don't want to bother them about my
Yeah, of
my
course.
my pet
First,
projects, but I use another app before as well where it basically pushes the information into GitHub, but it only pushes like the front end. It doesn't push anything else to GitHub. So it's hard for like one of my engineers took a look. It's like, well, everything is like obfuscated from like a back end log. It's really hard to kind of analyze. It's just
yeah.
the front end. I think I'm not sure in your application as far as what gets pushed to GitHub if it's just the front end.
No,
Um,
it actually kind of like pushes up the backend as well, So it's the
mm,
backend, the front end. Because also, like you can actually like launch the app locally, and then
mhm,
like you need the backend for that. So it's like pushed, yeah, like all of them. And that's why like some platforms they kind of locked you in for like with the code. Like you cannot like move the code somewhere else. But
mhm.
here you can actually like move the code. Yeah. So we don't locked. Yeah. The Let me open this in the GitHub. Um. So yeah, like you see, for example, we have the all the things here. Sorry, I have a call to take.
Oh, sure.
Hey, this is great. Yeah. Public. Yeah. If for example, you see, it's like Supabase is like it's a backend. Yeah. So this
But
is
what is in L5?
it's kind of like all the code base, for Supabase. So yeah, how things work. The data part, here. So there should be the login information. Okay, so let's see if this is gonna be working or not.
So it didn't give an error though, right? I mean, it says lint and build successful.
Yeah, but we have to see it on Expo Go if it shows us the project and the
Hmm.
preview. But yeah, we have to actually. Yeah, like we have to go get some information from the Google Console because we just I have to integrate the Google login. Okay, let's hit the Google.
I think you put login for me. Is that login for me or for now? In your first sentence, did you meant to say let's skip the Google login for now or for me?
Oh, no, for now. Or no. Let's not let's so that we don't need to. Okay, let's just like do it like this. 'Cause I can go to the Google Console, but I have a different account for that. No, I have a very different account. Google Console. Do you have Google Console account?
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I have to open the door. Just a minute. So let's see. Oh, it's blocked. Mm-hmm.
I mean, not worry about the Gmail login for now. I mean, I can always figure this out later.
Yeah, it's just like let's see, man. It's building. This is kind of like the part where you have to think it also as a human, like what's the solution? Because you cannot only like rely on AI because
Hmm. Hmm.
that's kind of like what I feel. So many people are like, okay, fix it. What's not working? Just do it. It's like it, it needs access to something or something. Like
Right.
it's
I mean, is it just that it's missing context? Is that's why it can't fix it? It's because the context is missing,
yeah no
or the tools, the context. Yeah.
yeah because it's missing, like the kind of like the API key, like to Google, because like
Right.
yeah,
But I've seen that before, right? When I mean, I'm not sure if it was on your app or another app, but when you want to integrate with something, right, it just prompts me as far as to enter, my API key or my secret or whatnot, be able to connect to it. So, but yeah,
because like here it did as well, like it like gives us, like steps like how to do it, and then
yeah,
like go through it. But like something is that, like so many like the users, like they don't read this, they're just looking at this and not like
mm,
reading what's happening. So
mm,
which actually, like I mean, like vibe coding is, yeah, like I'm like, okay, like the promise is that like you shouldn't know a lot, but also like like not reading these steps are just like kind of like you miss the context of why something's not working.
right, yeah,
But yeah, let's restart Expo Go. I don't want to go inside the app.
mm.
I'm not the owner. Go natively. Projects. Oh yeah, I see it. Nice.
I get this sometimes as well. I think it's just a widescreen, right?
Yeah, the widescreen.
Something isn't redirecting correctly.
No, but like sometimes it's like takes some time like to process the changes here.
Mm, I
And
see.
then I check, if it shows up here or not. Also on the
Mm.
full version. Okay, I didn't see anything. Let's revert.
You can only go 5 versions back.
Actually more. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this. Um okay. Oh wow. Jesus, like really? Will this work even?
I see.
I wasn't expecting this, to be honest.
Um,
Yes, I reversed the project, so let's see. Yeah, like I reversed the project and then it restarted something. Okay. Oh my god. Now can I revert back? Let's revert one more time, and I hope that
okay.
let's see if this does, if it works. 'Cause, I mean, the interesting thing is here that like like for me, like building this like natively, the shocking moment is like, oh, it works, is because like like none of the users, they come when things are good. They only come when something is not working, and you're like, oh, okay, this works now. So
Mhm.
it became like a overused wording. Okay, let me see if it shows up now here. And now this will not show up here. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Let's go to revert. Like sometimes, like instead of like wasting prompts, we just like go back. Okay, I have the Supabase connected or not. Yeah, it's connected. So let's connect the Supabase and build the backend. So this is my simple prompt. And
Mhm.
let's say that they should be our onboarding questions.
Mhm.
And these should be our onboarding information. Let's go. Let's give it a go. Please help us here, God.
Mhm. Are you located in Europe?
Yeah, man. I'm based in Latvia, the
Oh,
Baltics,
yeah.
and then I'm going to Sweden tomorrow. So I go to Sweden like from time to time, but like rest of the team is based in Sweden. So
Mm, I see.
and like we have so many like users from the States, and they think that we're in the States as well. So they're like even like some of them, they're like they're calling us, at 3, 4 a.m. here. And we're like, okay, this is like too late for us, now here.
Yeah, yeah. I have teams that are based both in Europe and in Asia, so times are rough sometimes.
That's more difficult.
Yeah.
But now, yeah, like because of like all this the globalization,
Mhm.
things are like
Mhm.
work everywhere. And I think, yeah, just like being, up 24/7 is what really is like now required in all the jobs, that okay, are you flexible, to be switched with the times, whatever. So yeah, it's very
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean, we try to, like when we sync with people in Asia or Europe, we try to keep it, reasonable for both parties. But sometimes it's like across three continents it makes it rough for one always.
Yeah, it's like early morning somewhere, late evening, and then like during like afternoon for someone else. So I think like there's
Yeah.
only 2, 3 hours overlap of like proper overlapping. Like I think it's from now, like from 9 a.m. your time, and then like from 3, 4 a.m. from like PM our time, and then in Australia, I think no, it's already late, and then Asia is also a bit late. So
Yeah.
it's a bit
Typically for me in Asia is like 12-hour difference. For the most part, my teams. So yeah, that's the biggest difference. So 9 a.m. my time is 9 p.m. their time, and then Europe is somewhere in between.
yeah, like Europe is the middle guy in
Mm.
every.
I mean, I guess it depends on the business, right? If the business headquartered in Europe, then yeah, it's probably much earlier for the US person.
Yeah. But do you work from home or from office?
I used to work from the office. My company is based in New York, but I relocated down to Florida.
Okay.
I just work from home. I do travel a couple times a quarter. Yeah, mostly home.
Is it nice weather there? I heard like Florida is good, the weather.
It's about like 27, 28 degrees Celsius.
It's You're lucky. I mean, it's just, I mean, the perfect summer weather.
Well, yeah, but in the summer it's like 40 degrees and 100% humidity.
Okay, well, so it's a bit like winter for you now.
Yeah, I mean it's nice in the cooler month like this, but in the hot month it's rough.
This is our first prompt, like the one that like we give.
Mm. So it's not just me.
Like with the error,
Yeah, I'm not the only one getting errors.
that's gonna fix it now. I mean, as I said, like I don't know coding, so for me, I have to only solve it with prompting, So
Mm.
I have other
Right.
ways. That's why, like, I'm the one, doing all the demos and yeah, because like Tim knows how to code, so like he might use his coding skills, to
Mm.
solve it faster. But for me, it's like no, 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 I have to do it myself.
Got it.
Nice.
I mean, I feel like over the time I've gotten better
Yeah,
with my prompts. Uh, but yeah, there's still. Yeah.
it's a journey. But also like I think that okay, one job options that I see is that people will need natively developers at some point. Like people who knows how to use natively to build mobile apps. So
Yeah.
this could be a new job because I always see lots of demand. People are texting me that, hey, can you build an app for us? I'm like, okay, I wish I had time.
Mm. But I'm sure like one of the very successful businesses right now is to build apps like natively, right? Because everybody and their mother wants to try to build an app.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
and
I mean,
I,
yeah,
yeah, I'm sure more of those ones will pop up because even if people just try it out, it's just yeah.
yeah. It's
And,
crazy, like just like to see the demand, and it's really like hot space now, and
mhm,
everyone. You feel that, for example, there are not so many apps needed, but actually, like when you listen to people, to their ideas, they really like. There are some ideas that are like, oh wow, this actually I
right?
never seen. But also like most of our like users are building apps for their moms, for their parents, like from their like
Yeah,
grandparents. At least
yeah,
so not for App Store only, or like Google Pay or
right.
whatever. It's just like very interesting to see that they're building for themselves actually. Wow, this is
I feel like anything that is like back end related and complex logic requiring algorithm, it's like the hardest. Anything front end is easy, right? It's like, okay, make this one look this or add this one, whatnot. Easy. Um, I think it's like the complexity of. I think there was another app that I used. I forgot. I think Base 44, where they also enable, I guess NLP, whatever, within the app, right? That you can, as a user, you can ask it, like to personalize things for you or whatnot. That's also was complex.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like that, like that's like kind of like the main part, that taking more time because like backend is it's like it's the structure. You can make your
Yeah.
apps honest, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Right.
So let's see what happens today here. Oh my god. Build in public. Okay, I got this. Let me see. Yeah, man, like I don't know like what you were expecting from this session today. I hope you didn't have lots of expectations. Please fix this. Uh like
No, I mean it's interesting to see as far as the issues that you're running into because they're somewhat the same issues that I'm running into.
yeah. But also, yeah, I wish I could go with the easy login and then add the other things. But it's still like that's a test for us to see how it
Yeah,
goes.
I mean
Like
that's the part that I struggle also. That's the part I struggle the most with as well. The login, the complex logic. These are yeah. Since I feel like I have the same. Yeah.
yeah. It looks like there is like something new coming up at natively soon that you don't need
Mhm.
this anymore to be honest. So that's gonna be something like super super nice and super easy. And then you do like you really don't need the backend anymore. So that's the promise. And let's see.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's coming. I hope in 2 weeks or so.
It'd be nice. Yeah.
Because like for me also like that's what make my life easier. Okay, I hope this is gonna. Oh, so this is our other, our second app. Uh,
The app without the authentication.
yeah, no, no, this is like like the one that like we prompted mistakenly, but it shows
Oh,
okay.
okay, yeah, yeah.
That's a connection.
The easiest authentication is just simply
Google.
just email, right? Just email, and then just you get like a code or whatnot, and yeah.
That's the easy one.
The only reason I don't like that is because as a user, right, you can keep on creating new emails to bypass, you know. I mean, granted, you have to start a new profile, but email isn't really unique. You can create like a dozen emails if you want to, but like SMS, you only have, I guess, I don't know if it can detect. I mean, you can also have like a whole bunch of like, there's like apps like text free, whatever that creates, like a different number.
Yeah.
Um, but I guess Apple login and is probably the one that you can just have like a whole bunch.
Yeah, but yeah, this should not be an issue. Um, soon, but yeah, it's a bit of hassle now. Let
Mm.
me verify coding one. Okay, I'm gonna work with two projects to see what works. Check this. Oh gosh, really? I hope like you're working as well, not just like watching me, so you didn't waste your time.
Yeah, I mean, I do have meetings starting at 10 o'clock, so I'm
Okay.
okay. I can still like hang out to them, but yeah, I do have to jump onto like.
Oh man, let's see. This is crazy. Not that we started a bit earlier. Okay. Uh, let's Supabase. Okay, I'm gonna do this Supabase. Let me give this new prompt. So you're gonna go in 3 minutes, yeah, Christian? So
Yeah, 10 o'clock. I do need to run a
I'm gonna
meeting.
do I'm gonna do the Supabase, and then I'm gonna do a bit more, and then yeah, let's keep in touch on Discord, and then yeah,
If
we
you
might.
want, we can continue. Usually in the mornings, I'm always like free in the early hours. Usually like around 10 o'clock. That's when my meetings start. But before that, just let me know. I'm always like
Yeah,
available most of the days.
yeah. Let's like yeah, let's kind of like try like to connect for like for like continuation of this recording tomorrow, and then
Yeah,
because like, we're gonna share this in public, so people will be waiting what happened with this.
sounds good.
But
Yeah, yeah. Just let me whatever is good for you is I can probably make it happen in the mornings.
yeah, thank you so much, man. Yeah, sorry for all these things. So
No
let's.
worries. Right. Nice talking to you. Talk to you later. Bye.